I'm so anxious, Andrea, to get to the skills and the super segmentals, and I'd like to know what is like the most impactful skill for us teachers to focus on when we have a class of students who are from all sorts of different language backgrounds.
Yeah, so a couple of different things to keep in mind is, like you said, talking about the segmentals versus super segmentals. It's not that one is more important than the other. It's kind of picking out and choosing to have more bang for your buck. So with segmentals, something that I found really helpful is the idea of the relative functional load principle. And there's a great chart in the Pronunciation Myths book that lays it out. And the relative functional load principle says that there are different sounds that, if you swap them, are going to have a higher impact on intelligibility than others. So, for example, in Minnesota, we have a lot of people who are native Somali speakers. And Somali language does not have the P sound, it doesn't have the P. So most Somali speakers, when starting to learn English, will swap the P sound for a B sound. So they swap the P for a B. And when you look at the relative functional load chart, with the initial sounds, if you swap the B for the P, that has a relative functional load of 98%, which means 98% of the time it can interfere with people's understanding. Where if you look down at the chart, you find the T versus the TH has a relative functional load of only 18%, which means there aren't a lot of words out there that if you change the TH sound to a T sound, people are going to have problems understanding you. So using that, you can take a look and see which sounds are worth spending time on and which ones can I let go. So when I started out teaching, I did a lot of work on the TH. Now, for the most part, I say just ignore it. Like don't worry about it. There's lots of other sounds that are going to get more bang for your buck and are going to have a bigger impact.